welcome in everyone to episode 248 of the HurricaneKaz podcast. I'm your host, Peng, and this truly must be an April Fool's joke because we see Steve and Tristan in the same room at the same time, which is pretty wild.
Well, do we see them?
Is it?
I don't know if
it
we see them.
real?
Everyone at home sees them
Is
and
this
watching
really
a YouTube
happening?
version, right? Like Tristan's just been stuck with a belly bowl plush for like a couple, like over a year, but they nerfed his boy.
He literally sacrificed one for the team.
Maybe it's just a Caleb birthday present that we're all here.
Yeah, happy birthday!
Thank you. By the time you all hear this, it probably won't be my birthday. And if it is, then damn, I was efficient on my birthday.
Yeah, then Caleb was super efficient.
But anyway, outside of just my birthday, there's another thing that happened today on April 1st. Well, some parts of the world it's already happened, like yesterday.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
So I know Steve and Debbie posted like a picture about how they're quitting Pokemon Go, right? The thing is, most people in the world opened that link up on March 31st, right? Or 30th. I say March. So I'm just like, what? I mean, I know they're not quitting Pokemon Go, but what's I'm like, shoot, I got some time to watch a video. I didn't even see the Rick Roll parts because I saw the ad come up, right? I was like, ain't no way I'm listening to Rick
Spoilers,
Roll.
Caleb.
Yeah,
By the time people see this, it's already past the time that the joke makes sense.
Listen,
So
April Fool's has already happened. It has never happened. It's always happening.
Always happening.
This is
No,
just
I
the
saw it.
Australian
I knew it was an April Fool's joke, but I thought it was gonna be a little like 5-minute video of like we're quitting. And then I'm about to open it. I'm like, that's what I assumed it was, but I was like, you know what? It'd be really funny if they just rickrolled us instead. And then I clicked the video. I'm like, they did it.
Well,
Here's
it
the
was
thing.
literally like Debbie and I were just sitting in a Discord call like the night of, so like the night of the 30th, I guess. It was probably like, I don't know. I was probably soon going to bed, and I was like, oh, it's April Fool's tomorrow. Okay, idea. Let's just post Rickroll. And can you make a thumbnail? He was like, all right, it's easy done.
Nailed it.
But yeah, no, that is just the Australian benefit of like your April Fool's jokes are more likely to land because the rest of the world isn't expecting it yet, but also it's totally legal. The consequence is that in Australia, April Fool's Day sort of properly goes for like 2 days because we get all of the Australian April Fools and then we get the rest of the world April Fools the next day. So it sort of just goes.
I told you.
Extended
it's always
holiday.
happening. It's
Okay.
always been April Fool's.
Yeah.
We've
was
never
dumb.
known
Yeah,
anything else.
I think they got me last year because it wasn't April Fool's Day here. But this year I was like, I remember last year
I remember.
when it was the 31st.
I
I don't remember what it was. I just remember being salty because it wasn't even April 1st yet. So I wasn't like in the right mindset.
Get done, I guess. That is awesome.
Well, either way, welcome back, Steve.
No, he's quitting Pokemon Go. Didn't you hear?
Yeah,
This
but he's
is-
still on the podcast, so it's different. You don't have
Yeah.
to play the game, right?
Yeah,
quit
it
that
doesn't
second.
matter if you quit Pokemon Go. You still have to be on this podcast.
Mhm.
He might have not gone to Cape Town, but he would still have to make content in Cape Town.
That's true.
Yeah. But
Never.
okay, we'll talk about that in a second. A few things. Mimikyu has made its debut in Pokemon Go. I don't
Steve,
know
do you
when
have
yet,
one?
but
Yeah, I've got heaps. There's heaps of the suckers.
they actually have a giveaway code to redeem a Mimikyu. Actually, I'll just throw up on the screen right now. But it's a promo code that you can get that a friend sent me. It's MIMIKYUFOOL5. The number 5. So see if that works. I don't know if the fool, like the O's and fool, are actually zeros or not because they look like they might be zeros. But
I'm trying to fool us.
huh?
Everybody types that in, and then their game just becomes Rickroll.
Hey, I would take it.
But it did make its debut, and it's not eligible in PvP, right? At all.
No.
No, it is.
It is.
Well, I think it wasn't
I
at first, and then
Oh.
someone told me that like, oh, now it's eligible in rockets. Like it might have just been a like rollout thing. Like maybe they didn't want the Australians abusing Mimikyu in PvP before everyone else or something.
Wait, so like you can queue into it with in like GBO or in Flame Battle right now?
Let me find out. I'll open up.
Because like I've seen
Dude, this is the April
videos.
Fool's Part 2 right here from Steve.
Because I've seen I've seen some videos of it in battles, but I've only seen it used in rockets, so I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
I haven't actually seen anyone use it in like actual PvP yet.
You cannot use it in GBL at this time.
Mm-mm.
What about in a friend battle?
Whoops! I accidentally clicked to use this party. Hang on, back out. Okay, I'm sorry.
Run.
Can I send someone a battle?
Yeah, send it to me. I've got my game open.
Okay.
But how does it even work in rockets? Like, so there's like this form change thing, right?
Yeah.
So the way, have you used it, Steve?
Well, I'm hopefully about to against Kaz.
So
no,
I
you
saw-
can't use it.
All right,
Nope.
so I saw a video of someone using it in a rocket, and what it looks like is like if they throw a charge attack at you, then you have the chance to shield or not, and then if you don't shield, then that activates the form change, and the form change is essentially it gives you an extra shield.
Wait, I think this is a April Fool's joke. I don't think this promo thing works.
That's why I asked if you were
Dude, my friend sent it to me, okay? How was I so expect? There's like some casual too.
Yeah, they ain't
That's
your
why.
friend.
That's why I was like, "Are you fooling us?" Because like I hadn't heard about.
Dude,
that
I got
before.
fooled. You know, everyone that's listening to this podcast that try to enter it in, you got fooled too.
That's so funny.
But legitimately though, I actually didn't know until like
The
5
real-
minutes ago when I tried.
I guess the real question is like, are you gonna still put the graphic up?
Absolutely.
You got to do
That's
it now
how-
for the bit.
Yeah.
You got to go all in. But yeah, so basically, if you don't shield it, then it uses the form change, which basically is like an extra shield for Mimikyu. But then after that happens and its form changes, its defense drops.
Oh, so key question: can you bank it? So can you shield the first one and then not shield the second? And that is when it, gives you a free shield and drops your defense.
No, I
think so.
No, I think if you choose not to shield, then it's gonna trigger the form.
Yeah.
Right.
can
She was
shield
saying
the
if you
first one.
use the shield, then it doesn't.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
So like I'm pretty sure like you could have like a triple shielded Mimikyu if you wanted, and you could shield the first move and you could shield the second move, and then your ability like the form change would activate on the third move for a third shield
yeah.
if you wanted to play it like that.
Yeah. Oh,
My question
go ahead.
is if you swap Mimikyu out, even after it's used, like it's changed its form, if you swap it out, is it gonna automatically revert back?
No, well, it's not. My understanding of from what I've like read about it is that if you swap it out, it doesn't change form back, or that's how it's supposed to work. Obviously, it's not in PvP right now, so maybe it's not
so-
working as intended. I don't know.
Yeah.
But,
so
like-
in theory, you would even if you swap out and come back in later, you'd still have a defense drop on
Right.
that Mimikyu. Okay.
Yeah.
It can't have there's no way it's infinite shields. There's no way that you can lead it. Get
Listen,
a free shield.
I don't want to believe it, but at the same time, wouldn't put it past.
Again, that's how I think it's supposed to work. I mean, maybe it's not working properly, and that's why it's banned in PvP right now. I don't know.
I'd love to test it, but I don't have a rocket balloon, so alas.
My guess is it's not eligible in rockets because
I've seen
No, it
videos
is.
of it
It's
in
the
rockets.
only
Oh, you
thing.
have?
It wasn't at
Oh.
first apparently,
Okay,
but
never
then
mind.
it was. I guess because like they needed somewhere that you could actually see the ability. Because when I don't know if any of you guys have caught one yet, but
Yeah.
when you catch your first one, it comes up with the like telling
that's
you.
why I was
about it.
redeeming the promo code for my first one.
It tells you about the battle ability. As soon as you catch it, it's like, oh, by the way, this guy's like a third shield shenanigan. I guess
But
because there's
then-
no announcement or anything. But then, like, if you
Yeah.
can't use it anyway, it's kind of whack.
But that screen, like, it disappears because
Yeah.
if I go and look at my Mimikyu now,
Yeah, there's nothing
like,
there.
it doesn't have any information about that form change. It does have information in the Pokedex, like it'll say that there's an
Oh.
alternate form,
Mhm.
but it doesn't give you the education about it,
Yeah,
like the
okay.
information. It just says like, hey, this thing has 2 forms.
Huh.
Fair enough. Oh, I'm on LeakDuck. The code is real. It's with zeros.
No, I
Did you
did
just
enter
not-
in with zeros.
You did?
Caleb's
Mimikyu?
trying to
Am I
fool, like
tripping?
double fool all of us.
This is the craziest.
MIMIKYUF00L5, the number. Have you tried it? Oh, this is your part 2 of the joke.
The joke that never ends.
It's not even April Fools in your region anymore. You can't be doing this. Legally, you cannot.
Legally.
Send
Oh
to
no, wait!
jail.
It does have in the Pokedex. It does have information about the form change.
Interesting. Does it have it in the Pokedex for like Aegislash?
No. Brother got me entering the same code again. Crazy. Let's I don't know. We'll find out more about Mimikyu for the time being, but go catch some. They did spawn during Spotlight Hour apparently. I haven't done it today yet because it hasn't happened for me, but apparently they were spawning in Spotlight Hour, which was kind of cool because I feel like some people were kind of onto it last week. Not us, but I did add to our description.
It does have like a bunch of info in the Pokedex for like the other guys that have form changes. It's kind of cool.
Speaking of form changes, we'll talk more about Aegislash. Actually, remind me later on that because there's something interesting about that. But okay, so April calendar content. Generally speaking, nothing crazy. We got Regidrago for a week in raids. Kyogre for a week. Groudon for a week. These are not the primal forms. This is regular, I think. Tapu Koko, which is an absolutely terrible Pokemon in Master League. Don't even fall for the baits. And then Tapu Lele, which is also not great, but that is there to close out April. Shadow raids, we have Shadow
And
Latios.
Regidrago raid level you can roll under for Great League, right?
Yeah, you have to get lucky though. It's not like guaranteed, but honestly, if you have too much attack, it's probably not great for PP spreads anyway. So probably nothing lost there. I think it's probably a little bit easier than Cresselia or kind of similar in difficulty. But yeah, so that's kind of how
Just
you
worth
get one.
noting that it's not guaranteed. So
It's not guaranteed. Yeah, it's not guaranteed. Level, yeah, because you can't catch like a raid IV1 and be under 1500 to my knowledge. Megas, Electrike, Aerodactyl, Alakazam, Sharpedo, Banette, nothing good, honestly. But
Yeah, I feel like the main good thing from raids really is like Regidrago if you're trying to roll under for Great League, or I guess for Ultra League 1 too.
Yeah.
And then like Kyogre's pretty dang good at Master League right now. So if you don't have one, good time to work on that.
Other than that, just the standard stuff. There is a max money for Regirock, which is what it is. Nothing amazing there. Tinkertown Community Day is coming on April
Next
11th.
weekend. Yeah, we'll cover that more next.
Yeah.
But
and we have some other events that we will talk about. And there's a Rocket Takeover at the end of the month on the 30th of April to May 5th. Or May 4th, which is a slightly longer duration than the last one, but not by much.
Wait, how many days was that? That's like 5 days, right?
Yeah, like I said, slightly longer. I wish it was like a full week, but I'll take 5
I
days.
agree.
Yeah, over like
why
weekend.
Yeah, like why can't it be the full like Tuesday through Monday, like regular thing?
You're asking the right questions, Tristan. Unfortunately, many of us have, and we've gotten no response yet. But we have another event. It's Excellent Adventure. I think is this Europe specific?
Yeah, it's Europe only.
Okay, only in Europe, where Pokemon Go is available. So if you can't open up Pokemon Go in Europe, then in certain places in Europe, then you can't play it, obviously. April 2nd to April 6th. Chance to Call in the Wild have a chance of holding a lucky egg. Increased chance to encounter Shiny IQ, Shiny Chansey, Shiny Bunnelby. What is the reason why this is just in Europe? Does everyone know?
I have no idea.
No idea.
Maybe one of our European listeners can let us know.
They love Easter more than you.
I was
Well,
gonna
that's
say
what
it
I was
seems
thinking,
very
but
Easter themed, but like
well,
it doesn't. I mean, Easter is everywhere.
well, actually, Kaz, you probably don't know this, but they actually decided to cancel Easter everywhere in the world except for Europe. So
Listen, as long as someone can still get me Cadbury eggs, I don't care.
that's that will be available, so I think you'll be okay. But
Oh yeah, I
okay,
guess there's no like Easter themed event this year. There often has been in the past, so I'm not on it.
Yeah, I
Or
guess
like a
you're right.
spring, like sort of Easter like spring themed event. Like we've had events with like a Zoom roll and Bunnelby and stuff like that before.
yeah. Well, they do got a lot of eggs related to this one. Maybe the Europeans just love their eggs more than the U.S. I don't know. As to be fair, I haven't eaten eggs in a while, so I'm contributing to the disproportionate egg consumption or lack thereof. Anyway, I have no idea why this is just in Europe, but it is. So if you're European or if you're in Europe, enjoy it.
It's also kind of funky because it's like overlapping dates with this current electric event. So it's like they have two events going on at the same time, I guess.
Well, that's nothing new. I feel like. Well, speaking of events, too, it is overlap with the Fashion Raid Day event too. Fashion Raid Day, April 4, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Following Pokemon will appear more frequent in raids: Butterfree, Diglett, Dragonite, Wooper, Sneasel, Curlia, Absol, Shinx, Croagunk, Blitzel, Minchino, all the ones with fashion. You can receive 6 free raid passes as well. And Pokemon in the raids are more likely to be shiny. So this is just a 3-hour event. So keep that in mind. Oh, this is upcoming Saturday, actually. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. All right. Well, I will be in Orlando, but
Same.
I will be sneaking some raids. Yeah, let's do a low friendship trade, I guess. I was like, we got
say,
nothing
are
else
you
we
gonna
can
try
trade.
and figure out which raid is the most valuable? Because the answer
this
is
is
0.
yeah, this event's kind of crazy because it's like first of all, it's a raid day with 11 different Pokemon featured. So like, even if there was like one or two you wanted, there's a chance that none of the raids by you would be what you wanted.
But that's why you gotta go out and explore, as the Pokemon Go vision statement.
But you
would
might
say.
keep exploring and just keep finding
Hey.
not what you want.
As y'all you're exploring and geomapping stuff, those little robot delivery cars, they're gonna be
Yeah, they're not
they're gonna
gonna-
be eating good.
Yeah, they're not
But
gonna
also,
deliver
like-
by
And
themselves.
then maybe we'll be eating good if we're ordering from them, you know. So it's a
But also,
win-win across
they
the board.
turned because it used to have an event that was like Fashion Week where these like spawn in the wild, and now they're turning it into a 3-hour raid day. Feels kind of weird.
Wait, don't they still have some type of fashion event or something? Because I could have sworn I saw some costume Blair and Corsola.
That's not a fashion
Later.
event. That's
Yeah,
a
not
different
fashion.
event.
Oh.
That's
okay.
for sustainability, Caleb.
That's sustainability week.
Mhm.
What the heck? But
Obviously,
they're all dripped out. Like, why they all look like Ellen John? Like, what's that?
because it's cool to be sustainable, Caleb.
Is that your Ellen John impression? Because I don't even know
No.
what that
I don't know what that was.
That sounded like
Yeah.
Randy Macho Man.
we can run it back though if you want to do it again.
It wasn't an Elton John impression. I don't really know what he sounds like. I've heard like one short of him like talking about Eminem. And
You
that's
never heard of
about it.
Elton John's song?
I know. I mean, I he performs like pretty close to my house, so I heard him from my house, but I don't really remember.
From your house? Like you could hear it like indoors?
Yeah, it's pretty close. But no, like you have it out in the back. Like it's pretty mad actually.
Wow. Elton John visiting Newcastle. That's not on my bingo card.
No, it was kind of whack. I don't know what he was doing. I mean, it was just after Lady Gaga as well, so they were clearly
What?
like clearly
Well,
Newcastle.
you
was,
have
like,
even closer
giving some
proximity to
bits.
Elton John than I've ever had. If anything, you should know how he
Yep.
sounds. Yeah.
In the
'cause-
degrees of Elton John, so far,
Yeah.
Steve is winning.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
did he go to Perth?
I couldn't tell you. That's fine.
I don't know. But hey, I know my 2 degrees of separation from Elton John. What was it? Was it 2 degrees? No, it was like 7 degrees, right?
7 degrees of Kevin Bacon is the game.
Well, there's 7 degrees of like actual like whatever famous people thing, and I only need 2 degrees apparently. So, is that 2 degrees or 1 degree between you, me, and Elton John? Do you count as? Does he count as 1 too, or is it? Are you the 1 degree separation?
Does
It's just
Steve
me,
even
right?
count
He's
if you didn't
closest.
actually meet him?
Steve is.
Yeah. So you well.
The next degree is the like 2 kilometers.
Okay, well, there's got to be someone in your town that you know that was at the concert. So
Yeah.
I feel like I would be willing to bet a lot of money that it's actually 2 degrees of separation.
depends on
Caleb,
your
yeah.
definition. I mean, like, there's the whole
You
Kevin
and the
Bacon
you and the
thing of it
other
all.
Newcastle person, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Or
probably
Caleb is
someone
too.
that like worked the show that would have met the bloke. I would imagine that's around.
Yeah, because I feel like attending a show doesn't count as
Well,
like
Steve,
meeting
you've
unless
got
you
your
had like some
homework.
VIP access.
I would start messaging everyone I know. Hey, did you meet Elton John? Just checking.
This is gonna seem totally
We're trying
random,
to figure
but
this
did you
out,
meet
yeah.
Elton?
Yeah. Did you go to that Elton John
Help
concert
me with
a
a
few years
science
ago?
project.
There must be one of
True.
you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the long-awaited Kaz's Corner finale is finally here.
What?
We are over 4 months since the last time we did Kaz's Corner, I believe, collectively.
It's been since 2025.
And your boy might be in last, but your boy's not out of it yet. The score is
Mm-mm.
11 to 11 to 10. And we can't force a tiebreaker, and then I can still win it all.
Okay, so
We'll see.
I realized I was gonna ask a question against Mimikyu, but I might have. Did anyone look at the Pokedex entry?
Nah.
I didn't.
Like when we were talking
No.
about it?
No.
Okay. Then I'll still do that.
All right, we're safe.
And then I have a tiebreaker ready if it comes to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It could.
Okay. It could.
So tiebreaker only comes up if
So currently the score is Caleb with 10 and Steve and Tristan tied at 11.
Mhm.
So if both Steve and Tristan get it right, then we have a tiebreaker between the two of you,
Mhm.
right?
Or
If
they both get it wrong.
If they both get it wrong and Caleb also gets it wrong, then we have to
No.
do another
Oh,
one.
true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's true as well.
Regardless
Yeah.
of if I get it right or not.
Yeah,
If-
Caleb's irrelevant.
It could still happen.
Yeah, Caleb is literally irrelevant to this.
He's just
Whoa,
playing
whoa,
to be
whoa,
involved.
whoa.
He just wants to be
Wait,
involved.
talking about if I get a point,
No.
it will be
No, no,
relevant, and they
no,
don't.
I
get
know,
the point, yeah.
but it's
I'm not irrelevant yet. I
No,
might be
you're-
though in
you're-
5
No,
minutes.
no. The
You're
point is like
irrelevant.
Because it doesn't
Steve and
matter
I-
if you get it right or you get it wrong. What really matters is if both Steve and
That
Tristan
is true.
get it right or get it wrong.
That is you are right.
That's what matters like the most. I think.
No. I'm gonna make this matter though.
Okay,
All right,
so
let's hear it.
according to the Pokedex, what actually happens if you see what is under, like, what happened to a trainer that saw underneath Mimikyu's shroud?
Oh. Hmm.
We just had to, like, explain the event that happens.
Yeah, what happens to you if you
Okay.
see underneath Mimikyu's shroud?
Oh, there's so many like different ways to just like sort of randomly guess. It's got to be like one of three things.
Get the picture.
This is why I really liked this as the question, because you could go wild with it.
Hmm.
Mm,
Like I have my gut feeling. Maybe we just go the gut.
Well, we've seen how good your gut has been in the past.
You don't feeling that good this time. But I
what
think we
happens
just
to
have
the
to
trainer
send
that
it.
looks underneath?
Yeah, that sees underneath. You don't even have to look on purpose. The Pokedex entry literally says a gust of wind revealed what was underneath Mimikyu's shroud to a trainer, and then blank happened to that trainer.
Mm,
Oh, now I'm.
We're
still
talking about
crazier.
like an action. Is the answer? Is what you're saying?
Whoa! I wouldn't.
Mm,
Everything that comes to my head, that would not necessarily describe it. More of just like, I don't know how you describe it. Nothing better than something happens to them. Or
yeah, but what
but what?
is the thing?
Yeah, I have my guess. I don't feel good about it, but I have it.
I don't feel good about it either. I think the tiebreaker is happening either way.
If it's something insane, and this was just like pure tiebreaker fodder.
All right, I'm ready. You guys ready?
Wait, can I
I'm
say
ready.
the question one more time? I'm not.
What happens to you when you see underneath Mimikyu's shroud?
Your friend writes about
and
you
I'm
to the
and I'm
Pokedex.
and I'm deliberately saying like it's not something you like. You don't have to deliberately look under Mimikyu's shroud. Like it can just happen. So like a gust of wind blows it up, and you see underneath the shroud, and like this happens to you.
New guess.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
My gut changed.
I'm gonna be so upset.
I don't feel good about this, but we'll see. All right.
I don't know. I have a guess. But I don't think it's right.
All right. Count us down.
Does everybody have something ready to hit
Mhm.
enter on? Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, send.
Wow. Wow.
Unfortunately, you are all incorrect.
That does
What
not
happens
surprise
if you
me.
see under
Well-
Mimikyu Shroud is you die.
Oh,
What? You
It
just
literally says that in the Pokedex. It
In
says
Pokemon
that a
Go.
trainer in Pokemon Go, if you look at the Pokedex
I would have
right
never
now,
guessed that in a million years.
I mean, Kaz, I would
Hey,
be sad if I
To
was
be fair,
dead.
in the Pokemon universe, Pokemon don't die; they only faint. But humans still could die.
humans still definitely die. Steve, get there and read it
All
to
right.
us
Well,
aloud.
here are the guesses we all
Wait,
had. Tristan
Steve.
put you feel sad. Steve says you freeze, not like ice. Very, very vague on purpose, I guess.
no,
And
no.
I said,
but not
Yeah.
like ice. You know.
yeah. Well, then what? And
Then
then,
you die.
yeah, Mimikyu confuses the trainer and makes them forget what they saw. Is what I put. I thought it was
I
like little Men in Black action where they whoop, like
Yeah,
Oh
and
my
the
God.
Pokedex
Your
in Go actually specifies that they died painfully.
Yeah, this
Like-
is insane.
What?
A gust of wind revealed what hides under this Pokemon's rag to a passing trainer, who went home and died painfully that very night. What in the
Painful is
world?
crazy.
Like ghost entries in the Pokedex are so horrifying. It's just unbelievable sometimes.
Okay, for the
It's
record,
crazy that this
Mimikyu, and
is
there's
like-
a part of Mimikyu just sitting in someone's like living room in the dark, and now that's like even more terrifying. Now
It's
that I see it.
crazy that this is like a kid's game, and yet there's like Pokedex entries that are so dark.
Yeah.
Bro,
They're like, no, kids, your Pokemon will never
that's
die.
crazy.
But you will.
If I had a Mimikyu Pokemon, oh, you just got that?
Well,
In the
don't-
wild?
well, I'm about to. Don't look under its hood. I guess it's still.
No, if I had a
around
Mimikyu as a
from-
Pokemon, I'm tying that sheet around his legs. Like, ain't no wind blowing that up around me. That's
Okay.
Caleb, you know how Steve got that Mimikyu? It was that promo code. It worked out.
Yeah, it turns out the O's were zeros, but the I's are also one. So everyone
Okay.
enter that in. All right, let's hear the tiebreaker though, because
So now
Oh yeah, for the record, my gut feeling was that you just faint. I guess that was closer.
well, okay, since no one got it and the
Mhm.
score still stands, I think the tiebreaker has to just be between Steve and Tristan.
yeah, of course, yeah. There's no reason for me to
So-
play it. I mean, I can still enter in something for fun, but it don't count towards anything.
Yeah, you can still have a guess. It just won't matter.
Wait, what if they both get it wrong and I get it right though? I'm the tiebreaker. Then what? What happens there? Huh? Another tiebreaker?
Nothing.
Well,
Do I join
well,
the second tiebreaker or what?
Guess what? This one is actually not a right or wrong. This is going to be whoever guesses a
Mhm.
closer number.
Yeah, but what if I'm the closer number? No, go ahead. Yeah, let's hear it. It should be between the two of them who gets closer.
Yeah, so we're going to take a look at still kind of a very unique Pokemon. We're going to take a look at this question at Meltan.
Oh.
Or in this case, I guess Melmetal, like the evolution of Meltan.
Mhm.
It's still very unique because it doesn't have a generation really that it's been assigned to. It just sits at the end of the Pokedex as unknown
Mhm.
forever. But it appeared in Pokemon Go in 2018 for the first
It
time.
was that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So
Wait,
according to-
wait. Say it again. It appeared in Pokemon
in Pokemon Go, it appeared for the first time in 2018.
Yeah.
Meltan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chikorita Comde.
Yes.
Right at the very
it
end.
started
What?
appearing and there was no announcement of it.
Mm-mm.
It hadn't even appeared in a main series game so far. it started
were
appearing
so
as like a
confused. I
little
remember
speck
that.
on the map, and people were like, "What
Did
is this?
people-
What
were you
is
able
this?"
to catch it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, when you caught it at first, it would just all transform into Ditto.
yeah.
Wait, this was no, but it came out with the release of Scarlet and Violet, which
No,
was
it did not.
2020.
No, it
It
did
was
not.
released in Go, man.
What?
It was actually released for the first time in Go, and
my
then
gosh.
it was later released in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, like as part of like I think it was DLC for that game or something like that.
Holy! Wait,
That's
how did I not
crazy
know
that this guy doesn't know. What in the
Well,
world?
because I played it. I mean, that was obviously before PB even dropped, right? But like, how did I not see that?
It was crazy. It was a
Everyone
crazy
was
time
talking
because
about it too.
everyone,
Caleb,
like,
I'm
no one had
sure-
any
Caleb,
idea what was
I'm
going
sure
on.
you saw it, but your steel traffic just failed you.
I remember when I played
Still
Chicory
happens
Calm Day
rusted
too, because
over.
I was walking. I remember exactly where I was walking around. I was walking around Decatur Square in Atlanta. You know, it was really hot and it was all weather boosted.
But did you keep playing after it ended? Because I think Meltan dropped like right at the
I
end
thought that
of
was
it.
what happened at the Dratini community or whatever the heck that
Mm-mm.
was. Okay, wow, 2018 is wild. That's crazy far back. Okay,
I didn't
Yep.
realize it was that long ago now. That's
Well,
crazy.
yeah,
It's been
'cause
that
that's like-
long.
Yeah.
4 years. That's like 4 years before, more than 4 years before Scarlet and Violet came out.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't debut in Scarlet Violet, is what Kaz was saying.
No. It's like I said, it's
Sorry.
not even assigned.
I'm thinking of Gimme Cool. This is what I'm getting
Yes.
mixed up with. I'm thinking of Gimme Cool.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, sir.
Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, so before its appearance in Pokemon Go in 2018, according to the Pokedex, the last known record of Melmetal was how many years ago?
Oh,
Closest numerical guess wins.
Oh, no. This is going to be
Wait, say it again. Say it one more time.
So before its appearance in Pokemon Go in 2018, according to the Pokedex, the last known record of Melmetal was how many years ago? Closest numerical guess wins.
I wish I knew my Pokemon lore, like, at all.
At all. I guess
But
same.
like,
At
has
all?
it? It's just like it's just according to Pokedex. It didn't actually happen though, right? Like it wasn't.
Yes. It's like the lore that stated in the Pokedex that it was last spotted this many years ago. I will tell you
Mm-hmm.
that you are looking higher than 3 digits.
Yeah.
Higher than 3 digits?
Yeah,
Yep.
I figured that.
Whoa. There goes my original response. I was gonna just put 100.
Okay.
I probably would have
Okay.
got. I probably would have gotten closest too out of the 3 of us.
You know what?
I think
I've
I
got
found
my
literally
guess.
the most devious tiebreaker I possibly could.
I got my guess. I guess. Oh.
It's just a number, right? You just pick a number.
It's just a
All right.
number. 50-50, right?
Wait, Steven, I should plan our answers so they're equidistant from each other.
But how would you know that though? If you don't know the answer, how would it be
Because
equidistant?
we both know
From
the
each
answer. We're
other.
dating.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's enter that. I'm ready to go too. I'm just playing for fun. I'm like at home watching Final Jeopardy, right? I'm writing down my own answer. Like, I get it.
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
And
I'm
Kaz,
ready.
before the answers get revealed, like we
Okay.
can hit enter. Can someone just remind me, or can I Google how long ago the that Legends of Arceus game was? Because I think I might be way out.
If you want to Google how many years ago Arceus
Yeah,
was
I've lost
supposed to
you my
have
answer.
taken place.
How long ago was Legends Arceus? 150 years. Oh, what the? Okay, that would have been useless to me then, I guess. Oh, okay.
It's that won't help you at all. I will say that.
Right. I'm ready.
Okay, does everyone have something to type in, including Caleb, whose answer doesn't matter?
Oh, it matters. All right.
All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1, send. Okay, so for the record, Caleb has just sent the gif of Dr. Evil that says $1 million.
$1 million.
Okay, Tristan guessed 6,000. Steve guessed 21,000. And Tristan is in fact closer. It is 3,000 years ago.
Let's go.
Well done.
Well
Violet.
done.
I was actually initially gonna guess 4,000, and then when Kaz said it was triple digits, I changed it to 6.
Turns out attending Battlecats podcast recordings the least pays off.
He's been busy studying the Pokedex.
Well, I just, when I was trying to think of like good tiebreakers, I thought that this was probably the best one because it was like the only way to really ensure that someone would be closer.
You didn't want to just keep doing questions and have us both get them wrong and both get
Nope.
them wrong, and then finally both get one
Nope.
right, and then keep
I
getting them
surely did not.
Alas.
All right. I put
All right,
it in
now-
our document now. Kaz's Corner winners, season 1. Tristan.
All right, now to never use my bonuses, because when will the next Kaz's Corner be?
Dude, that's the real 5-head play. Is Steve dodging the podcast so that Tristan can't win nothing.
Oh, is Tristan there? Sorry, I'm out.
Oh, whoopsies.
Okay. Anyway, so as a reminder, because Tristan wins it for the upcoming year, throughout the rest of the year, calendar year, he gets 3 lifelines to use. First, the double kick. He gets a bonus guess. Second, shadow sneak. He can steal someone's guess blind. You know where to find my answer, Tristan. Third, future sight. Reveal both both of our answers and then guess afterward.
Yeah, so he gets kind of a preview.
I feel like I gotta use one bonus per Kaz's Corner we do, because we might not have more than 3 in the
It's
calendar
true.
year at this point.
You really should just pick one the very next time.
Yeah, literally at this rate, we'll be lucky if we get in 3 more for the rest of the year.
All right. Let's briefly talk about Go Battle League because we've had our first few people hit Legend. I don't know what's going on with the leaderboard these days, but it's like every other day people are on it, people aren't. It's so random, and we haven't heard any explanation for it. But who was the first to hit Legend? Do y'all know? I know I saw a number, but like it wasn't even like as like distinct
It
anymore.
was Steve.
Yeah, was it me?
Aw.
He just didn't. He just
Yeah,
didn't
it
show up on the
was PvP
leaderboard.
Oh, true. I was second. Mine is also not on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
But
Always second that Caleb guy.
it does. Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I'm still trying to hit expert, so don't mind me. But
Yeah, I mean Caleb is probably second in terms of second places these days too.
and second place in what?
In terms of second places.
No, I mean these days not even. But Potamon's got that locked down actually these days.
He's an easy number 1, surely.
huh?
Easily number 1 is Pato.
Yeah. But congrats to those that have hit Legend. So far, the new PP update framework has not been fully rolled out yet, so they're probably still
Fully rolled out. Has it been rolled out at all?
to rockets maybe, but that's about it. But probably for the best. We'll see when that happens. Hopefully the debut isn't LA weekend, because that would not be ideal.
That would not be it.
But okay.
No, the debut will just be Sunday of LA.
I will say I am a big fan of the Go Battle Thursdays. But honestly, I feel like they should do that every day. The extra sets is very nice though, and it's made like streaming on Thursdays a lot more fun for me personally.
I think I wish they would bring back the no IV floors on Thursdays though.
Yeah, especially with Aegislash running around. Okay, let me talk about this about Aegislash before we talk about Championship Series. I'm not really sure where else to talk about it. This was a post from a Japanese player, I believe. I can't find the original post, but essentially what it says is, so for Aegislash, when you make it greatly, I'll make a YouTube video on this too to explain it further, because not everyone's going to listen to this podcast, but also just to get the word out. But when you power up Aegislash right now, it's always in shield form.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And when it form changes in battle, the CP also changes because it goes to the blade form. The stats are different, all that stuff. The numbers obviously usually not very clean, right? It's definitely not going to be the same number. Or actually, there might be a possibility it could be the same number. It's very unlikely, right? I think there might be like only a few IV combinations where the number could be the same. So what happens is, obviously, the blade form is a lower level than the shield form, because the shield form has more bulk, so it's easier to power it up.
Mhm.
When it goes to blade form, it will go to the closest level to 1500 possible for blade form. So it won't go, because if you do the same level, obviously go over 1500, right? So you can't do that. And that'll be even more busted. However, it is the closest whole level, not half level.
Oh.
So if that makes any sense. So this actually is pretty important for competitive purposes. Because you'll lose out a whole half power up, or a whole power up essentially, right? Because every power up is half a level. And especially if you're in a mirror match, you could lose charge deck priority, right? Because of it. Or you could also just like, you lose out on some stats in general, right? And maybe you go down to like 1 HP, like you lose at 1 HP when you shouldn't have, right? Maybe at higher. So I'll give you an example. Kaz, you have one, right? Do you mind sharing your IVs? So
yeah.
simple way
I
to check
closed
this
my
is
games.
go to PvPoke, right? And go into like the battle simulator and then go to advanced settings or edit check IVs. So what's your IVs?
Hold on, I had my game closed, so I'm open it back up.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm just checking mine now.
This could impact this could impact if you should power it up or not. And good thing is you don't have to make it to see if it happens or not. You don't have to power it up. You could just enter.
Yeah,
the
mine's.
PvPoke.
I don't think mine is like very good. It's
What is it?
You probably can't see it. So it's
see it.
6. No wait, 7, 15.
No, mine sucks.
Oh no. Okay, 7, 15, 11. It powers up to 1493, right, Kaz?
Yeah.
Or sorry, 1499.
Yeah. 1499.
Well, Kaz got a good one because if you enter into PvPoke, it goes 1499 on the shield form. If you click on the blade form, I already know before you even click on it, it's 1493, which hits level 22 on the dot, and obviously that's like right at the level, right? 1500. See, what's your IVs?
I don't know.
Anyway after this.
I'm still tapping away, but in shield form it's in the 80s. In sword form it goes down to 1459.
Yeah, so that looks like you might be missing a half level.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so it could make a difference because I remember I was actually commentating at a local tournament this past weekend, and I was talking to the CTU afterward. He was explaining it where he actually lost a battle because he like lost at like 1 HP or whatever, and he's like, if I had that half level that was taken away from me when it went to blade form, then I probably would have won that game, right?
Oh man.
But so this could impact the Aegislash you make. Obviously, blade form has very high attack, so charge deck priority might not be that relevant in a lot of situations. But if Aegislash itself becomes relevant, then that could make a difference in the mirror match. Because even if you have like a good IV or a bad IV spread, like attack weighted, if you're missing half a power up, even on attack weighted Aegislash, you probably lose charge deck priority in a lot of situations too. Unless it's like crazy attack weighted. So
yeah, I think it's something that's like worth keeping in mind and like looking at, but also not necessarily worth stressing that much because like you're not going to be in blade form that often, really.
Yeah, but I guess like it's still in general. I mean, you're still going to be in blade form because you have to throw moves eventually, right? So you're going to be in blade. I mean, yeah, the bulk of your matchups with Aegislash will be in shield form, but I mean, why run a bad IV spread blade form if you could avoid it, right? I think it's really important when like because it's not easy, it's not cheap to make, right? These are all like good SAP products. Shield forms are always very high XL, and like Kaz is like a level 44.5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hers is a rank 859, so like a rank 1 would cost you the full like 296, right? Funny enough, the rank 1 shield form, if you look at it, so the rank 1 shield form is 0, 14, 15. If you go to the shield form of it, it's actually missing a half level. So it's actually 1456. Because at 47, that's what it hits. At 47.5. Wait, what? At 47.5, it's.
Wait, what do you.
14.
No. The rank 1 shield is a 0, 12, 14.
Yeah, what is this?
And then when it transforms into
0, 12, 14. Yeah, sorry. When you go to blade form, it's 22. Yeah, rank level 22. But it's
so
14.49. Yeah, 1449. If you add up half a level, it's 22.5. It's 1482. So it'll be a little bit better. Honestly, like it's still like you probably want some combination of a high rank shield form and a high rank blade form. It's like less intuitive. Because there's some that are like decently high rank in shield form, and then blade form, it's also really high ranked, right? So, what's your
Yeah,
spread,
but
Steve?
again, it might end up being a case where like if you want to use it, you might just use the best you have, even if it's a bad blade form, because like it's hard to necessarily optimize everything.
Yeah, but because they're so hard to come by, I personally would wait. That's my philosophy. But it's kind of
I realize I'm actually 2 power ups short. Mine goes to 1500 exactly in sword form. I mean, in shield form, and then it goes to 59 on.
Wait, so what's the spread on shield form?
It's 5, 9, 15.
Yeah, have you made it yet or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, his
5.
goes to 1459.
Sucks so
5,
much.
9, 15. Yeah.
Oh,
So
why didn't
in
no
the
one
blade
tell me?
form, if you get that half level, it brings you to 1492.
That sounds so nice. Wouldn't that be
All right,
cool?
let me show you what stats you lose. You're at 173.5 on attack. You gain two stat points in that 175.5. On defense, you go from 66.4 to 67.1, and then stamina you gain 1 HP. So not the biggest difference, but sometimes it can make a difference, right? When your defense is that low, you'll take an extra few defense points.
I'll take 1 HP.
You'll take 1 HP, yeah. Yeah.
That's so annoying.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like that can't be intentional. In like, they wouldn't choose to have people lose that half level from a coding perspective. So like, either they just haven't thought about it and they just coded it this way, and like they're like, oh, oops, and they can easily fix it, or it's like, the way it's coded, we actually can't make half levels happen. Like, oh well.
Well,
Hopefully,
I like the optimism, Steve. But as the kids would say these days, copium.
I don't think the kids are saying that anymore.
As the teens would say these days.
Caleb thinks he's one of the kids these days.
Right.
I turned the ripe age of 15 today. Okay. Anyway, we have tournaments. Okay.
But also, the other reason it doesn't matter is because you probably won't be using Aegislash that much.
I don't know, man, because Aegislash just got 4th place at a championship, so
True.
maybe it's good.
It wasn't the Seville, but maybe another one that happened this past weekend too. Okay, wait, is it Seville or Sevilla? Sevilla.
I thought it was Sevilla.
It's not the second one you said. It's Seville or Sevilla.
Sevilla. Okay. Sorry,
It's
Sevilla. Yeah.
One of those is like the English name, and one of them is the Spanish name.
Okay, yeah, but it's spelled with an E though, right? In English, but it's spelled with an A in Spanish?
Yeah, I've heard so.
That's so cool. I mean, I guess like there's like Spain and España, so I guess that's like
right. And
why is the English had to take over, change like what they? Well, I guess you do it for all the countries now.
It happens
like,
everywhere.
It's not like people in China call it China. Like,
yeah.
Japan ain't Japan.
Okay. Anyway, Sevilla. So we have it was a pretty stacked tournament. It wasn't as big, but it was still like a lot of the big name players were there.
How big was it? Do we know? Do you have the number?
It was only enough for a top 12 on day 2. So that's why I know it was like under the one. Like,
was it under 100?
I don't think it was under 100, but I think it was under the 120 something or two. Well, it's definitely under 2 something.
Easy enough to 125 on Dracov is.
Okay. Yeah, so 125. I guess like you only get a true like top 16 if it's over like the 200 something kicker. But sometimes they still do a top 16 because it just ends up being like manufacturing that way. But anyway, whatever. So 125 is essentially what it was. And wow, was this meta weird. So top usage Pokemon still up there, right? Wigglytuff a little bit less than NA, but still there. Definitely high numbers for EU. Fortress still high up. Medicham really picked up in usage. Shadow Quagstar still super high, but Corviknight was at 75%. on day 2, which I think makes a lot of sense. Good core break for Quagsire and Metacham, Wigglytuff as well. Just is really, really safe in this meta. It's not really any fire types. So yeah, that's a really high percentage usage actually on day 2. But Pilot Swine was at 25%, which is crazy.
Why? What?
Well, especially because it was in Spain too. A lot of the Spanish players brought it. Paulasha, Padma, and
Yeah.
Pablodinas. But Zizwise also brought it as well. And the moveset choices were interesting because some of them were running high horsepower, some of them were running Stone Edge. I think Padma was running Stone Edge, Paulasha was running high horsepower, if I recall. Padma also had the Shadow, Paulasha had the non-Shadow, so it's Zizwise. Pablodinas had the Shadow. In hindsight, it looked pretty good, unless you face a Feraligatr, which is what Paulasha had. And she won it all. It's her 3rd ever title. So very high up there, too. And, I mean, as we all know, she's a very great battler. And then she beat Podamon 3-0 in the grand finals, actually. That Feraligatr was a menace. But also the Gorgeist on her team was pretty solid. Like, he was running, like, double or triple weak to, like, Gorgeist in games. And she was beating him even without it. But it was just the Feraligatr was way too big a core breaker. Dude. How does this always happen? Padma makes another grand finals, and again, he's out team comped. Paulasha played fantastic, right? But also, Padma could only do so much. In like every time I'm like watching, I'm like, damn, this is brutal, right? And he's got reset the bracket. Like that's just not happening.
Yeah, literally, there was just like nothing to do against Feraligatr.
Yeah.
Well, the thing, like, his team was pretty weak for Alligator, but actually, like, watching the battles, I felt like Metacham was what gave him the most problems.
Yeah.
You have answers to Metacham, though, with the Corsola and the Togekiss. You don't really have any answers to Feraligatr outside the Fortress.
Yeah, but he, like, the way he built his lines was, like, he was, like, I think, overcorrecting for Alligator, and then was, like, too weak to Metacham.
Maybe, but if he doesn't overcorrect for the... But again, he has actual answers to, like, okay, Quagsire neutrally can play into Metacham. Corviknight, Togekiss, and Corsola all can beat Metacham. Piloswine, they're not going to cycle you down, so you can still hit back a little bit. And the Fortress is kind of bad, but again, you can hit back, right? Whereas for Alligator, beats Corviknight, beats Quagsire, beats Piloswine, probably beats the Togekiss in a lot of situations, and then plenty of play into Corsola.
Yeah, but he was running like Fortress, Piloswine, and then like either Corviknight or Quagsire like at least 2 or 3 games. So he was like super soft at the Metacham.
No, I get you. But the Feraligatr is what gave him problems, right? If you watch those battles, like the Metacham was like pretty manageable. But every time the Feraligatr came out, she was like, I'm not even gonna fight for Switch. Like, I'll just farm you down with Feraligatr. I'm like, that's so rough for him. But yeah, Strange Chop, highest finish so far to date. No Piloswine, pretty meta team from his end. And he went to 5 games against Paulasha, actually. It was pretty back and forth. His team was like he even had matches where his Altari was on the Piloswine. He didn't really win those. And then against Padma, he got swept for Padma because Padma just played crazy. But yeah, quite a finish though. 4 Spanish players all in the top 4, which is I would assume feels pretty nice for a home tournament.
I don't know if this is true or if it's just vibes, but it always feels like Sevilla is more Spanish dominated because it's a special event, and I feel like less people are heading that way. There's like
Maybe.
no prize money.
That could be part
They're
of it.
also just like, I mean, there are a lot of really good Spanish players.
Yeah, I think I think that's a big part too. Is like this because it's not always Sevilla either, but like the Spanish events obviously have a way higher concentration of Spanish players, and like it's probably one of the only tournaments where you have like all the top Spanish players showing up to the same tournament. Because like a lot of the other
SoCal in LA.
Because like a lot of the other European tournaments, like you'll see Potaman at a lot of them. You'll see Paula at some, like Strange Top here and there, like Andres here and there. But like you rarely see like all like Pablo Dinas here and there. Chris goes to, I think, a decent chunk now, but like you rarely see like all of those top Spanish players at the same event outside of the one in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I do think it's also kind of cool that I saw it on Twitter that Paulasha said that the Piloswine pick came from Zwilus because she played him in GBL and he was using it and kind of crushed her with it and was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting core breaker. And then built a team with Piloswine. And then I guess it sort of spread in Spain from there. But
Yeah, it's interesting because it can core break Voltfish Fortress with Dragon, which is a pretty hard core to break otherwise. And then also if you look at like it matches up pretty well into a few of the top Houston teams as well.
Yeah.
Ilum's team I think is actually pretty weak to Pyro.
Yeah. I don't know if I had the same success in Orlando this upcoming weekend because I think for alligator users might pick up a bit. That's decent, right? In a Metachan meta too, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, for alligator
really
looks pretty good right now.
Yeah.
I think that was a really good meta read as well. Obviously the Pyro did some good core breaking, but Gator's in a pretty good spot right now too.
I thought it would be hard to use because all this normal types and Guzzlord, right, running around. And Fortress kind of annoying for it. But I think against some teams it's actually quite strong. Against other teams, I'll try and find one here. Maybe Strange Top team, for Alligator is not as relevant. I think Paulasha leaned a little bit more on the Piloswine to that one. But against Podmon's team, it's very, very free, right? It's Snork's team, Fortress, Guzzlord, Wiggly, is it's not really got great matchups at all.
But you could still do something with it depending, because it still has play into all of those.
No, 100%. I mean, that's kind of what for Alligator's general MO is. I think the difficult part for Alligator, as someone that's tried to use it in tournaments, is it doesn't have the same bulk as some other neutral head-to-head matchups that you could use. And so if you have so many things that resist your Shadow Claw damage, then it's pretty hard to run because you just can't shred through things with Shadow Claw, and you have to run Hydro Cannon
for sure. But I think the ones you mentioned, the thing is Fortress is all non-stab moves and doesn't hit that hard. So Gator still has some play there, especially if you get up a little energy.
Yeah.
Just spam out Hydros. And then the Guzzlord is obviously weak to your ice team, so you can threaten it there. And then Wiggly is obviously pretty good, but is also a little slow. So there's still some play there as well, of just being able to outpace them.
Yeah. Anyway, that is kind of a wild meta. But as expected from Europeans, they're going to go a little bit outside of the meta, and it did pay off. A fantastic performance from our top players, as always. And trying to see if there's anything big standouts here of people I don't recognize. But I feel like I recognize all these players' names for the most part.
Not big standouts from people, but from Pokemon, you had Chris with a Shadow Lone Sand Slash at 4. And then you had Dinosty with a Blade tied for 5th.
Yeah. I don't know about the Blade. I see its value, I guess. I still think Aegislash is better, but some people seem
There's no Aegislash in top 16.
I still think it's better.
Not at this one.
Let's see how Orlando what happens. Everyone, make sure you check your IVs before you make it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, don't be Steve.
Sucks. So many XL candies.
I mean, I knew mine wasn't great, but I just what I'm not gonna grind to find a better one, so I figured this one was good enough.
But yours was actually good though, because it doesn't.
It's
you don't
better than Steve's.
Yeah, he's like, don't remind me. Okay, well, there was another tournament this past weekend, and it was Cape Town. So, do we know how many total players were at it?
8.
Oh, it was 8 on the dot. Okay, so this graphic has everyone. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who gets points? Is it top 4?
Top 4.
Or is it top?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
Wait, it's top 4? I thought it was top 2.
No, top 4. As soon as you hit 8, top 4 get points. Pretty handy. It's what happened in Durban last year. It was 8
right.
Top 4.
Okay.
Well, I don't know who Cola is. You know who Cola is?
Yeah, he's an Australian guy. He went to EUIC.
I see the Australian flag. Okay.
Yeah, student
Cola
of
was there.
Eric.
But the Bill Bravebird, also a player from NA that went, that was outside of South Africa. Everyone else is from South Africa. So not as many outside travelers. But I like to see that we have a lot more South African representation. So
Mm-hmm.
good to see
Yeah.
that.
They were
And-
like, we can't keep letting these other guys come in and
Wait,
give us
so-
a bad name.
They were
Division
missing.
didn't go to Worlds last year, right? He got second place this time. He didn't go to Worlds last year, right?
Correct. He won the tournament
Yeah.
last year, but he didn't end up. He wasn't able to go to Worlds.
Was it like a scheduling thing, or he just like?
Yeah, I think he was like focusing on. I don't know whether it's technically school or like it's stuff to do with being a doctor.
But I assume that he pretty much locks it in, though, right? Because doesn't South Africa get like a certain amount of invites, like 5 or so?
Yeah,
It's
well,
5 split
Africa plus
between
the Middle
South.
East.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's still a lot of championship points that probably people in the Middle East
Yeah.
don't have either. And then
Almost
if you have locals-
guaranteed. Like
So-
Divishan should be qualifying for Worlds off this, I would imagine.
Do they have travel awards for South Africa and Middle East?
No.
But
Although,
I did see on the event page for this, they were giving the first place finisher basically a travel award, like the organizer was looked like.
Oh, really?
yeah,
What does that
well,
mean?
it says accommodation and hotel for Worlds, but the weird thing is, so last year for South Africa, they did that for TCG only, and it was only if you were a South African local. So, like, if a
Okay.
foreigner came in and won TCG, no travel award, which is like, yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
It seems odd to me that they would expand that to the other ones and not keep the local thing. But also, I was talking to Kurtywurty, who ended up winning, and he was like, I might not be able to go. And so I don't know if he can't go, does the travel award just vanish and like, oh well? Or I don't even know if the travel award is real. Because to be honest with you, those pages for the South African events haven't always been 100% spick and span.
I mean,
like it could have
I
been
would
bad
think-
copy paste from TCG stuff. I don't know.
I would think that if they're doing it for specifically South African players, that they would still be able. I mean, the top 3 are also South African players,
Yeah.
so I would think that they would be able to transition that over. But
I mean, it depends
I don't know,
what
since it's
they
not-
want to
since it's
do.
not like play Pokemon sort of.
Right, the
organized.
organizer can do whatever they want. And like
They-
maybe
yeah.
they'll just be like, "Oh, sorry, you can't go. I guess we'll just keep our money."
Hmm.
Like, there's nothing stopping them from doing that, right? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
that's how it
anyway.
works
but
for,
they could pass it down too. You never
Yeah.
know.
Well, look at the results. We have an Umbreon winning it
Yeah.
on Kurtywurty's side. There is an Aegislash in that top 4, the Billy Breakers,
Mhm.
one that ran it. His team was pretty wild with the Glaring Moltres and the Credilli. But I guess it has
And
some play.
Togekiss, Annihilate.
Yeah, I wonder where he came off this team. Could be a
Yeah.
unique creation of his own, or maybe someone's running it in like Orlando this upcoming weekend. I don't know. David Sean did get second, and then Dylan 26-11-3 got third. Teams for the most part look decently meta, right? Umbreon is
Mhm.
probably the standout there, but I think like a lot of people are using Umbreon in Houston as well, and they seem to like it. A lot of them swore by it. So
it looks really
Dylan
good.
was running double normal, which is a little like those are old meta Pokemon.
Oh,
in the
no.
pool, but
That's
I feel
actually
like you don't-
wrong. That's it. That's a slight oopsie. The ferret on the Dracoviz graphic is actually supposed to be a Clodsire
Okay.
oh what? Oh,
For Dillion?
for Dillian.
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay,
That's just
Well,
Okay, that makes more sense.
well that changes the percentage of Clodsire usage
Double
too.
sire.
Yeah. Double sire definitely pick up in some usage, especially after Elam won his tournament
That's
with it.
2 double sire wins now.
Yeah,
True.
because it also won Cape Town.
True.
But Umbreon looked really good. It's like I was kind of sleeping on it, to be honest, but it's just really neutral and like
You know, I heard some locals talking about it when I went to a double this past weekend, so
yeah.
it could be on the rise.
It beats
Could
Empoleon.
be on Kaz's team.
We'll see.
Um
I've built like 5 teams that I've done scrims with and have not felt super confident with any of them. So, you know, what's a few more?
Well, you know, it also, as well as beating Empoleon, it does beat up and comer for Alligator as well in the 1s and 2s. So
cool.
you never
Okay.
know.
But that's gonna be Cape Town. Congrats to those that performed there. Kaz, you have to go.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll stop the recording and start it back up in a second. Okay, in other news, TPC region worlds invites have increased.
Oh yeah.
That is actually a pretty big one. They go so in the past. I'll tell you the past numbers, right? First, and I'll say the increased number, right? Because in the TPC region, so it's, pretty much most of the APAC countries all have lower qualification numbers. It's a whole different system. It's not through championship points, etc. It's like they have to do well in their qualification tournament to do it, and they have like one attempt essentially. So APAC, just like the general APAC region, out like. Well, let me name the other countries first, actually, because pretty much
So
everything.
APAC is like 4 specific countries. I don't
Okay,
remember
which one is
it's
it?
like
It's like
I know it's
Hong
Hong
Kong.
Kong. I think the Philippines, maybe Singapore, and I don't
Something
remember
else.
there's like
Okay.
it's not like a catch-all like they call
Yeah,
it
yeah,
APAC,
yeah, yeah.
but it's just 4 specific countries.
Yeah. Anyway, that general one used to have 2, goes up to 8. That's the one that Yakai qualified from 2 years ago when he won. India went from 4 to 16. That's massive. Well deserved too. Beelzeboy, obviously reigning world champion, but Masmahir, top 8 at Worlds, also top player. Those are the only 2 I think that ever competed from
But
India.
yeah, I've heard there's some really good battlers from India, so hopefully we get to see some more of them at
Dude,
Worlds
what's
this
his
year.
name?
Oh, Nava
Nava
Empire.
Empire.
Nava Empire. I'm waiting. I've been waiting over 2 years for this debut. I hope he gets it. I mean, I think the issue was even though he's qualified in the past, it's like a travel issue.
Yeah.
Because I think he's like
And
fairly young, so it's kind of hard to convince his parents to
yeah,
fly
well,
across
and
the
I
world
know a
for
lot of these
Pokemon, but
players from
makes sense.
Asia too have like visa issues coming to the
So
US
too,
as
yeah.
well, so that's always a challenge.
Yeah. But that would be cool to see more Indian players as well be a part of the circuit. Indonesia goes from 2 to 8. South Korea 4 to 8. Taiwan 2 to 8, and then Thailand 2 to 4.
So
Pretty
all of them either doubled or went up by 4 times the amount, which
Yeah.
is like pretty big.
3
Like
times or 4 times. Yeah.
this is what we've like everyone's been asking for. They're like, we want to see more invite spots for the players from Asia because like they have so few. Like give them more opportunities. Let's see more of them at Worlds. So this is like super exciting.
Yeah.
Big fan of this.
Note for PJCS is the same amount still.
I don't
know.
know. I haven't found info on PJCS because that's like separate.
Yeah.
Like a separate thing. Because this was like they sort of because like they run all these other regions like pretty similarly, and so like, they like put out all the info on those together. And I haven't heard anything about like the Japan system, so I don't know if their invites are the same or going up or going down or what. So we'll just sort of have to wait to see if we hear more on that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes, but very good news though for those in the TPC region.
Yeah, and
looking
we'll
to qualify.
start having their qualifiers to talk about coming up pretty soon. Actually,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
maybe next week or the week after. I think it's like
To the
when
most
first
unfortunate
one.
parts, they had to do this all in this current meta. But yeah, no, it is how it goes. Speaking of Worlds too, there's the registration for Pokemon Worlds. The interest list opens on April 2nd and closes on April 23rd. This is Pokemon XP and Worlds. Yeah, I mean, this is if you want to go, make sure you sign up on the interest list, and then they just go for a lottery system from there, et cetera, et cetera. What about like if you is it the media pass people or the media stuff like open as well tomorrow? Like tomorrow?
I don't know, but I would guess so because that's how it worked last year. Well,
Yeah, I would
I think
think
the last
so.
It was the
but-
same form.
No, well, it was on the same page. And you just scroll down further. They release at the same time though, but I don't know.
This one doesn't have.
It doesn't mention it.
I don't think
I
so.
feel like I don't know if it mentioned it last time. To be honest, I'm not sure. I don't really remember.
Wait, under FAQ, are media passes available for this event? Stay tuned for more information.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not then.
Okay, but like that's a little weird.
But do you enter your thing in right? Because
I guess you probably should like just fill out
Just to
this
be safe.
form to be safe because like you wouldn't want to.
in the
Well, I guess-
past years, it was like you applied at the same time, right?
Yeah.
But you can
Last
only apply to one or
year-
the other, right?
Yeah,
You can't
last
apply
year
for both.
specifically, you couldn't apply for both.
What about 2 years prior to that?
I thought 2 years prior to that, I don't think it was a public application, but
Oh,
I
for
could
the
be.
media. Okay,
Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I'm not sure.
gotcha.
I think that might have been. I think 2 years ago it wasn't a public application. Last
I see,
year
I
was the
see.
first one they did that. But yeah, I guess we'll stay tuned for further information, I guess.
Stay tuned indeed. But yeah, so be on lookout because I'm assuming the interest for that will go out super fast. But
Yeah,
okay.
luckily it's not like registering for like an IC or something where like it goes live at a certain time and you like gotta sign up right away. Like this is like an interest list where you have about what is it, like 21 days
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
enter the interest list, and then when that closes, they'll like basically do like a lottery for
Yeah.
however many spots there are with everyone on there. So
I see.
at least you
Irrelevant
don't
if
have
you're
that like
first
rush.
or- yeah.
Yeah.
You could be the 10,000th person and you'll still might be fine. It's just a lottery.
Okay, and then to close things out, we got some YouTube comments. So AJ left a heart for us, and then KJ Demand said, "Okay, so the first max mushroom you use is a trial one that was given for free last year. Normally they're 30 minutes. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. How did I know it's a trial mushroom though? That's what I don't understand. But I appreciate the clarification, KJ.
Oh.
That makes because I was just like 5 minutes for a max mushroom sounds kind of not great.
Yeah.
But okay,
For
and
sure.
then one other comment. I actually got this from DM. Hopefully he doesn't mind that I read this. But it's from the Masked Asian because we mentioned his run last time, and he just like wanted to clarify some things. They weren't like bad or anything like that. He just said, "Okay, filling us in on his situations." He said it wasn't anything serious. And it was just his opponent round 1 wanted to check something. Game 2, we both stopped recording, and I forgot to turn back on for game 3. And one of my moves did like no damage. I don't think the impact on the game was going in my favor anyway, but I got a warning for not recording. Okay, so it wasn't anything bad. Yeah, I thought it was like, I mean, like that happens, right? Like forgetting to screen record, like that's not like a serious infraction. And then he also said I use Aegislash in about half of my games, but didn't use them at all versus I think it's Ash and Ash. He said ATA. I think that stands for Ash and Ash, right? What's the T stand for?
Maybe.
Anyway, and then he said, if I used it game 3, I would have won. Great podcast episode this time around. All right. Well, appreciate the kind words, Massation. Thank you for clarifying. I'm still a believer in Aegislash, and seems like he is too. And I mean, he did go on quite the run with it.
I assume Ash and Ash.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I know a lot of people use some nicknames for people, but I've never seen ATA for Ash and Ash. But I have heard Dre Fames likes to be called Drake. Does that know? But anyway, that's going to do it for the podcast. I will be in Orlando commentating. By the time you hear this, that news is out. In fact, it's already out by the time we're recording this, so it's definitely out.
Yeah, it's out now.
Yeah, I made the bold claim that Aegislash is winning the regional. And people think it's the April Fool's joke. And when it doesn't win, it indeed is an April Fool's joke. But if it wins, though.
Great prediction.
Yeah, make sure you check your own Aegislash before you power it up. Make sure that it is an eligible, solid CP to use. Otherwise, might not want to build a different one. Yeah.
Hopefully it never matters.
You say that,
Steve, Steve, you better get walking.
Yours is not fully maxed out yet, right? It's still missing like
It's
a few more power ups.
2 power ups away.
Okay, so the question I have for you is: Are you gonna finish building it with the 2 power ups, or are you gonna just save the XLs for a different?
I will probably finish it because it's like it's gonna take me so many more XLs to get a new one that it's like I may as well just.
You might as well just make
but what
it
if
and
you
use it
power it up
for
twice,
now.
and the next day you do a low friendship trade and you get a better rank one?
That's fine. I'll build it in 6 months.
I mean, he's already put so many XLs and dust into it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I
Dude,
I think I said it. I said it to you guys after the last podcast that I was gonna run Aegislash at Cape Town, but now I'm not playing for a bit, so maybe I don't need it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like if you don't need it now, unless you really want to use it in GBL, you might as well just hold off on powering it up in case you get a better one before you need it next.
I mean,
right?
that's why I wouldn't have even powered it up until I was ready to fully build.
Oh, 100%.
personally.
I agree with you 100. Like, I don't know what this guy's thinking, right? But like, I would have just held on to my XLs until I needed it, and I'll make the best one I have in case I get a better one. You know. But
isn't a guy allowed to have some fun? Come on.
Yeah, you have fun. You have fun with that 1459 blade form. Anyway, we will catch you all in the next episode. Congrats again to Tristan for winning Kaz's Corner for
Let's
the
go.
year. I look forward to
For
the
the
one or two
ever.
episodes that you can ever use his bonuses.
I know, right?
I wonder if you could burn all the bonuses at once. Well, I guess some of them don't synergize well, but
Yeah. Bit of a
yeah.
waste.
Yeah, I'll do better for season 2. Anyway, until then, don't look under any Mimikyu shirts, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.